Welcome, fellow castigators, to GasMaskGamers. I am here with Jensen. I am here with Tommy. And I am here with the illustrious GamerMike.
Yeah, baby.
And we're going to talk about a man who set himself on fire outside Trump Tower.
Man is on fire.
He poured some sort of cleaning alcohol all over himself, told people to walk away, scattered pamphlets everywhere, and set him on fire.
At least he was courteous about it.
He was planning to do it at one of the New York universities, but he decided that there would be more people at Trump Tower, which I guess was correct. But the pamphlets were just full of conspiracy theories. He was trying to say that Trump was a part of a, quote, apocalyptic fascist coup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This guy was nuttier than a granola bar. But at least he was trying not to hurt anyone else, I guess.
Please step aside, citizens. I am about to kill myself.
Yeah, since there were police officers nearby, if you've ever been at Trump Tower, you know it's just, the place is just crawling with them for security. And they were able to put him out and rush him to the hospital, but he died in the hospital of his wounds, to
Oh no.
no one's real surprise.
That is interesting.
Yeah, his pamphlet was a part of a lot of crazy stuff, and it was actually hard to find an article that had some of that stuff in there. It seemed like most journalists were avoiding it, so I was like, what does it say? And then I read that, Trump was involved, which I guess could be guessed from Trump Tower. And I was like, I wonder why they covered this up. And it was basically because he condemned Biden, too. He basically condemned everyone. He was like, they're starting an apocalyptic fascist coup, and everybody's involved.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah, apparently so. So I guess they didn't want to see that get out. But yeah, it had a lot of other crazy conspiracy theories that were just...
Is there any, mention of prior mental instability that you could find?
Not really.
Oh.
There was one article that had a little biography in it, but there doesn't appear to be a lot known about it. Oh, great.
How old is this man?
30s, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Somebody get a second wind off that guy! Oh my gosh.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
we all got frickin' murked by that turret.
Well, either
didn't
he's
see it
really
up there.
committed to the cause or he's got an undiagnosed mental...
I think he was
thing.
just crazy. I mean, I think you'd have to be. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, some of his conspiracy theories were not hard to believe, but then there were other ones that did not really make any sense, so. I think he took fear to a whole new level and tried to play the martyr, basically. and the crazy man
Yeah.
set himself on fire.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a trend now to be immolated,
Yeah,
like
that's
martyred,
wild.
immolated.
2 self-immolations in a row.
Seems a bit much.
You're in on the game audio, Micah.
Oh, I hate this game.
You just have to remember
Why
to
does
turn it
it
off.
save the freaking?
I don't know.
It says off.
Yeah, it says that for me too, but you still have to each time. Pretty lame.
Why is this possible?
I think it's
I don't know.
Why?
kind of a strange act, because it's like, okay, if you're gonna like die for your cause, you could do it by making a difference. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, there's all kinds of drastic measures he could take to try and solve this problem. Not that I'm encouraging it. But of course, all of those options would be dangerous. And so it's like, well, you could have just lived dangerously and done something with your life on your terms. If you're just,
But it's
if you're just gonna,
dangerous to do it that
if you're
way,
just gonna kill
as they
yourself,
commit suicide.
like, it's just pointless. Like, if you're gonna be a radical, be a useful radical.
True.
Don't be a git.
Yeah, don't be some friggin' coward.
Yeah, I mean, like, you really think you're gonna be able to be a good radical when you're, dead?
True.
Yeah, not much work.
Doesn't work like
Not much
that.
work he could do for the cause now that he's dead.
Sure,
Yeah,
they
it's
talk
trying
about
to-
you a while after it happens, but 10 years down the road, nobody's gonna remember the guy who killed himself for some cause.
A week from now, we're not going to be talking about this guy.
Exactly.
We'll forget him.
No one's gonna talk
in
about
a couple
No
weeks.
one. No matter how good the cause is, if you killed yourself for it, no one's gonna talk about you. I mean, sure, maybe if you nobly sacrificed yourself,
Yeah, if it's
maybe
like an
they'll talk about
altruistic
you.
thing,
Yeah,
down the
maybe they'll
road,
talk
like
about you, but
the
no.
soldiers that died in war and stuff like that.
Yeah,
for
of course.
freedom,
But
but
those people didn't kill themselves.
yeah, the cause of Trump being a fascist dictator, and I'm gonna.
It's like you
light myself
want to
on
be. It's like, oh yeah, I want to be a radical, but I don't want to put in the effort.
I mean, he put in some effort, but probably in the wrong
Did he though?
places.
Did he
I
though?
mean, it took a little bit to buy the supplies, and he was courteous enough to get people out of the way before he lit himself on fire. So,
Sure.
Yeah, but he didn't want to make the commitment.
he's like, I mean, I guess it could have been worse. That's all I'm saying. Could have done like worse. It will kill.
Micah, how are you a girl?
I am you.
No! How dare you?
That's right. I changed
I
class
was the
because that
token
class
woman.
He changed class so he can be the weak link.
No, I changed to this class so I
Yes.
can be invisible.
Have you done a run through with
He's-
her, or are you like super squishy? Oh my goodness, level
He's
7?
level 7.
I'm level 7, dude.
It's like you're determined not to enjoy yourself, but alright.
I've leveled up, dude. I've leveled up 6 times in like 5 minutes.
Okay, well at least there's that.
Yeah, I'll be good. Eventually. Of course, I can't carry these guns. They're higher, but
So, we're gonna talk about a huge United States win and a huge United States loss.
We have lost O.J. Simpson.
But on the other hand, we've lost O.J. Simpson's wife's killer.
Oh,
But no,
allegedly.
the U.S. has vetoed Palestine's request to be recognized as full-fledged members of the UN,
Ah,
Based.
which I thought
okay,
was so
good.
hilarious. Dude, I laughed out loud when I saw that. Like, like I don't, I'm not like picking sides here, and I don't think we should get involved. I think Israel can handle themselves and be fine. But
Yeah, Israel is
like
actually a really wealthy country. They do not need us. Legitimately.
but at the same
Just like
time,
Taiwan. We just gave money to Taiwan for some reason, and they're really rich.
yeah, super weird.
Well, that's because China's threatening to invade them. So screw China.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's really funny to see them just like in support of Israel just enough to be like, screw you, Palestine. You elected terrorists. You don't get to join the UN.
I
What are you
mean,
doing?
fair enough. Palestine's not a country, right?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a United Nations. Don't you have to be a country for that?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Not all countries that are. Not all the countries in the world are a part of the UN.
No, I'm saying a prerequisite to being in the United Nations is for you to be a nation, right? Like that's kind of in the name.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of weird that they're like, ah, yes, this group of people that does not have a nation.
Well, the thing
They're
is,
gonna become
the
there.
U.S. doesn't recognize them as a country, but other countries recognize them as a country.
That is odd. Considering we foot the bill for the most of was it? I think it is the UN, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think we get to make the rules.
Micah, how am I supposed to help you?
Uh,
Uh
don't.
oh.
What are we doing over here?
The UN's complicated.
Just killing for
Basically, in the UN, you've got
XP.
something called the Big Five, right? Those are the Big
Yeah.
Five countries that founded the UN at the end of World War II.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, why are the
Oh
enemies in this area so
God.
infinite?
And those
Oh
Big
my
Five
God.
countries
I got him.
have unlimited veto
Don't worry
power,
about it.
right?
We
Yeah.
need to leave this area.
The
No, I got
Big
him.
Five.
Last one.
I'm just over here chilling, but I'm eating my ice cream, just having a good time watching you guys pop up dying.
It's because we're playing at Jaden's difficulty level.
Well, yeah, but
But,
like we are at the
Micah did also
We're at the
change his
beginning.
character to someone else.
yeah, we're at the
Bro,
beginning
I
of
was
the,
getting slapped around like the whole time last time anyway. So.
well, we're at the beginning of the story. Like we should be okay.
At the beginning.
It just feels bad because I was like OP the first playthrough. So
I
now,
mean-
now we're playing on normal technically.
Aren't they like level 50 enemies?
No, they're level 40.
Oh, okay.
So they're about right.
Well then Jensen needs to step it up.
You don't have any room to talk, Micah.
Hey, I'm leveling right now, okay? Takes a little while.
Technically, I'm the issue because I'm over here in the back corner eating ice cream, which is going to make the enemies harder. Instead, they're expecting 4 active players and not 3.
Oh, no.
So
Can't
you're
get rid of-
carrying me.
Hold on.
Maybe.
What on earth?
But anyway, here's the U.S. loss. So the U.S. House of Representatives votes to give Ukraine $60.8 billion in aid.
Yeah.
Isn't that fabulous? Just a cool 60 billion.
Pretty sus, bro. Pretty sus.
And
That's That's epic.
It won.
Now this is epic.
It won 310 to 1112.
What?
So that means like only like approximately a fourth of the House is against giving money to Ukraine. Like, how ridiculous is that?
That's kind of
Like,
crazy.
what a bunch of freaking traitors. All benefiting off the freaking proxy war. Okay, I did not shoot him, for the record.
How many billions of dollars have we sent in total?
I don't remember.
Probably in the trillions
Tommy
right now.
did the math the last time we talked about this. I don't know what it's at now with an extra 60 billion.
I mean, it's just like such a high number. You can't even like wrap your brain around it.
I know it's like I don't even have.
Don't we have like $7 or $10 trillion in debt?
What? A 7 or 10?
No, it's much
7
more
or
than that.
10? My brother and Chris, I can't. It hasn't been 7 or 10 in our entire lifetimes.
Hmm.
Let's take a look at the US debt clock real fast, because that is a thing.
Let's.
Let's.
Yes,
Let us.
let's
We're
look
going on a quick little journey here.
Yes.
We are currently sitting at
It's
34
finance
trillion.
time with Tommy.
34 trillion 681 billion 871 million and a half and 500,000 $600,000 now, 700,000. It's moving up pretty quickly. Right. Which puts it at about $103,000. Debt percentage is about $103,000, right?
Oh my
Debt per
gosh.
taxpayer is $266,951. Just under
What-
267,000.
What is this webpage? There's
The
so
US
many numbers
debt
ticking
clock.org.
around.
Because it tracks the inflation and everything else. It tracks everything.
Who's
Right.
behind this? This is awesome.
There's high level guns up here.
It also tells you what we have the most debt in as well. Right? But that's national debt.
Largest
does-
budget item: Medicare, Medicaid, RIP,
Mm-hmm.
Social Security.
Mhm.
Like how it's all
Let's
going up.
see.
I wonder how they get these numbers. Like track them all and then put them up here.
Not that hard. Now, we do have a 28,319,919,000,000 GDP, though. Which
319 million.
quite high. So,
GDP is like.
I still don't understand why the hell we're giving other countries money when we have debt like this. It's like an individual is in debt, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a brand new car.
No, it's I'm gonna
So-
buy someone else a brand new car
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And buy somebody else a brand new car.
with
It's
not
just,
my money. I stole the money.
like right,
mind
so,
you,
like as
mind
like,
you, we only owe other countries $8,279,643,000,000, right? So our $34 trillion debt, right? Only $8 trillion goes to other countries.
So is that just debt for Americans?
All the other debt goes to companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, big
Oh.
military-industrial
Oh.
complex companies.
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
So a lot of the debt is to internal companies
Rats.
that are getting government contracts. So even though we're sending, even if we're sending $2 trillion over to other countries a year, that doesn't really affect the budget that much, right? What's killing the budget is, also security, or Social Security a bit now, student loans, personal debt, right, and debt to contractors, mainly to the military industrial complex and stuff like that, right? A lot of it is internal debt that we're paying other things inside of the U.S. with. And inflation, printing more money does not help.
King Wee Wee killed. What the heck?
We gotta kill King Wee Wee, guys.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I don't really care that we're sending money overseas.
I'll phase
Because
walk to the
in the
door.
grand scheme of
No
things,
need to
it is
move.
such a small portion of our GDP.
And that's why we're in the
That this
situation in the
really-
first place.
Well, it's a small portion of our GDP. Sending that
It's just
over.
a small percentage of total money, so let's
That's
just
like
send
saying,
it
It's
everywhere.
still lame and gay.
realistically, it's like throwing.
Like, we're giving
You
money
know-
to Nazis.
Who the hell just hit me?
I
Are they
think it's,
really Nazis?
Keep eating gay.
So
I think the people
many
who make
s-
these
so it's
fine.
like popular, like even like they even have stores that sell swastika merchandise in their stores, and lots of soldiers wear various Nazi paraphernalia like pins and stuff on their vests. So not Nazis exactly, but undoubtedly communists who treat their
What?
people terribly. I mean, before this war business, they were voted like worst country in Europe like every single year. Like everybody
Oh,
hated
100%.
Ukraine for how terrible and Nazi-ish they've been. But the second the war starts, everybody's on their side, and it's so stupid.
Well, it's
Wait,
because it's Russia.
sorry, what were we talking about again?
I like how there's a
giving
mobile
money
app of
to
this.
Ukraine is what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I need to download this mobile app of U.S. debt clock.
Mm-hmm. It shows you everything, and it has a time machine, so you can go back in time too.
That
Nice.
is freaking.
So let's jump to
awesome.
1980. You
Oh, we're
said
still
what?
going.
What did you think? $8 or $9 trillion, right, Micah?
Huh?
Your first
Uh,
guess for the debt was 8 or 9 trillion, right?
I said 7 to 10 trillion.
Let's see. Actually, we might have hit that in our lifetime.
Dang,
Yeah, in 2000, it was 5.5 trillion.
dude, 1980, it was under $1 trillion, right?
Yep.
What was I?
Dang,
2004,
brother.
we broke. From 2000 to 2004, we added $4 trillion. 2004, we broke the 7.7 trillion mark, right?
Oh my God.
2008. By 2008, we were right under 12 trillion. 2012, we're at 16. 2016, we're at 28
Okay, I'm
trillion.
sorry. This game is broken. I can't
What?
do anything. I spun in immediately to get downed by one shot.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I'll warn you
I
guys
should
how
probably
grindy
stop
it
sitting
is.
in the back.
Game is broken. I don't know what's
I'm
going
looking at
on.
numbers right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, Micah and I were
agree.
looking at the debt
This
clock.
game is broken.
King wee wee.
But yeah, no. The U.S. debt is mainly to, companies.
Where'd you go, Jensen? Oh,
I died.
I was about to pick you up.
He dropped pretty quickly.
I think the U.S. governing body needs to practice financial responsibility, whatever that's called.
And it's
Oh
it's
my
really
god.
That's chaotic.
only this. It's really only this bad because they, one, don't balance the budget, and two, keep printing money to keep spending for the military industrial complex as well, which is realistically our biggest budget item.
Yeah.
Single budget item. By far.
I mean, the military is understandable because it has like a
Well,
practical
Um,
how much
deterrence,
do you
but
how much do you think we
after
spend per
we
year on the military?
after we kill King Wee
A
Wee,
lot.
we can try to
An
switch to
insane
yours,
amount.
Jensen.
I actually know.
probably too much.
Probably
An
won't do much.
insane amount, right? There was a study
I'm
done,
coming, lads.
right, where the U.S.
will
Air
come.
Force had special made coffee cups for their pilots, right? Each coffee cup cost $70,000.
Dude, what is
A
with this
coffee cup.
spider?
Why do they need a special coffee cup, bro?
Because they want to keep their coffee warm while at high altitude. So instead of buying,
Makes sense.
a standard, decent thermos like
Or
a
just
Yeti or something,
take a caffeine pill.
they made
Stanley.
or Stanley nowadays. They made a very high-end, specialized coffee cup, right? That was made out of ceramic, and it was $70,000 per cup, and it would break. It didn't work.
Didn't work.
It didn't work, and they ordered hundreds of thousands of these things, right? That alone cost them almost $1 billion, right? So it's not the fact that I don't think the military should be getting funded. It's they should use their funding right
Oh,
and not on stupid crap like that.
I mean, geez, in various
yeah.
jobs I've had, I see it every day. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's basically you need the people who make these financial decisions from the bottom all the way to the top should be thinking about it as their own household, Don't, like, if you're in debt and you don't have money, don't buy somebody another house or another car,
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about the country's budget as your own. Don't be carelessly spending money on, expensive cups when you need to put food on the table,
That's
Just
not.
they need to
now.
think about it like they do their own households.
I mean, that's
I
just
killed
not
him.
how
Really as simple
human
as
brains
that.
work, though. Human brains work like if it's not my money, then I'm more willing to spend it on stuff that's not.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's
They
the
need to be thinking about it differently. Thinking about
fight
it like
against your nature.
it is technically their money. They're paying taxes.
Well,
it is technically their
it's
money.
indirectly, so they don't see that right away. That's why they do
Of
it.
course they wouldn't.
I think you need to punish these people. They need to be personally
I'm
held
about to
liable
rage
for.
quit. I'm serious.
Oh my gosh, they're fired.
I'm not
everywhere.
even playing the game.
This is so bad right now.
This is terrible.
I was trying to get past these so we could kill King Wee Wee before switching over to Jensen's. It's very chaotic.
Snoopy over here.
I am being spawn killed back to back. I'm not even playing the game.
Surprisingly, Mike is doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, man.
How?
I'm doing 0 damage, but I'm carrying on.
How?
I don't know. He's
just
jumping around a lot or
constantly
something.
dying.
I'm picking him up the least. I'm just saying.
Why is my death timer so fast too?
It's because, the more times you die, the faster it goes. Okay, for some reason, I don't know if it's
it
my
normally
game.
resets upon respawn though.
I don't know if it's my game, but my guns don't do damage, and I'm literally one hit is knocking everything down.
Yeah, that's super weird. You're
There's something wrong.
Yeah, because you're level 37, so that's weird.
Yeah, I know. I should be doing normal damage, but I can't.
You should quit and then rejoin. See if that does anything.
Oh,
I'm more than happy to quit right now. I just only times I rage quit is when I'm not actually able to play the damn game.
Yeah, I think
I'm level 39 and I'm struggling here.
people who are responsible for spending the money should be personally held liable for.
Yes, they should be paying the debt.
Yeah. think they should like
You
either
know,
get
it
fired or...
actually, since Tommy's saying that giant corporations are in the industrial complexes the greater majority of the debt, it does kind of make sense that big companies have sway over people like senators and congressmen.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
oh yeah, you guys got a lot of debt to us, you know, do this, you know, because, you know, you owe us. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like, it's really simple why we're in so much debt. And like I said, China,
not simple, but
well, it's simple in the beginning scheme of things because, like, China only has, $278 billion of our debt. And they're the biggest single country that has our debt, that controls our debt, right?
are you talking about? So you're talking about American companies have our debt, or just companies
Yeah.
in general?
Mainly American.
Like companies across the different countries. Do they have?
They have
also a lot
some,
of
but
debt?
not as much.
Okay.
And that doesn't count as other companies, other countries' debt either. So, like, if a German company has some debt, it doesn't count as, debt to Germany. There are exceptions to that rule, and that's like if it's a state-controlled company, so like Chinese companies. I do believe those still count as Chinese debt because China controls
China.
everything. Yeah, there. So
Those guys are like hiding back there.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
You could get him. Wait, what? I did not kill him, for the record. I did not
I
take your
don't
kill.
think you did,
I don't believe you.
but
None of
This
these
is-
guns I can use. Me.
this is rough. I'm level 39, Jaden, and I'm getting one tapped.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm just in the lobby. I'm not even in the game right now because I'm just
All right.
freaking done with this.
Don't worry, we've almost got wee wee.
Yes.
Do you?
We're
wee
almost
wee.
there. I don't know
Claim
why
the
there's
wee wee.
an infinite number of enemies down here.
I can be invisible and run past them. Maybe. Maybe not.
If someone could loot some grenades, that'd be good.
I wish I could.
He's so
I-
low. Aw.
It's alright, I got you. I'm watching out for you.
Yeah, baby.
Where's the wee wee?
Wee
Where is he? There he is.
Aw.
There he is.
Kill him now.
Aw.
Just gonna
I've got
stand
you.
here
One-tap
and
me.
raid him.
Critical. Critical hit. Critical hit.
Where'd he go? I lost sight of him. What the hell was that?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm hitting him in the face with my rocket launcher, and it's barely doing anything.
I wonder, wait, what's the term for financial responsibility? I think there's a word for
Fiscally
it.
responsible.
Yeah, fiscally.
Yeah, be fiscally responsible.
Yeah, just like they can't go over what they got in taxes, and they should be
It's called
downsizing.
balancing a budget.
Yes, balance the budget. Do like 75% of total taxed money can be spent, and no more. And then the 25% will be going towards debt, and then just do that.
Ladies and
Careful
gentlemen,
with that,
we got him.
There you go.
because they'll just raise taxes so they have more money.
Well, I mean, they're taxing us anyway through debt, so it's I would rather just have. I would rather them just directly tax me than like phantom tax me, because then I know, and other people will know, and then vote them out. It's more blatant.
Yep.
This phantom tax is gay.
I just hate how we're giving money to Ukraine. Screw Ukraine. Like I
To save Ukraine.
geez, my work gets budget cuts and then this. And then I hear this. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just makes you
different
angry,
agencies,
you know. What?
yeah. Different agencies get different fundings.
Yeah, I know, but point is your budget gets cut
Mhm.
out of spite and then
Ukraine's
you
giving
know,
me.
Ukraine gets money. It's just
Ukraine's like, show
stabbing
me
you
the
in the
money.
stabbing you in the back. No, stabbing you in the front. And the back.
Stabbing you in the. Stabbing you in the penis.
Stabbing you.
The bug. Yum, 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 yum.
All right, now that we've reaped the XP of that,
Yippee.
All right.
we can go see how we fare in Jensen's world.
Oh, I gotta start a new one.
A new one.
Wait, a new
Well,
one.
yeah, we've finished the main story, so I gotta start a
You know, someone's
How do
gonna
you
have.
start another story campaign?
You choose your character and then you press second playthrough.
Mega want. Mega want. Mega want.
No, go back. Okay. So playthrough 2. Now what? Is there like no option to choose a DLC story mission thing?
DLCs are activated by going to their area. So you have to go to the little like portal thing that shows the planet on it. That's kind of like a respawn zone, and then you choose.
Does that have to be playthrough 2?
No.
Do not send us back to Claptrap, Phil.
Yeah.
Didn't
Please,
we already?
Bob.
Didn't we already do that story? The Claptrap one.
Well, we did on mine.
Whatever. I gotta find. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess you can join me.
I will kill myself. I'll do it.
Now I just gotta figure out which one is a DLC map.
You're speaking twice, by the way.
I'll know it when I see it. I just gotta get in there.
So some more financial information. So back in 2000, the median income, so the average income, was $31,766 a year. A new home in 2000 cost $165,539. And a new car back in 2000, average new car cost $22,242. Now, 24 years later, the median income is $39,484. So it's gone up about $8,000.
Wait,
A
no,
new
Micah.
home, median new home nowadays costs $415,324. So just under a $300,000 increase.
Dear
And
God.
And an average new car costs $50,902. Over double what it cost 24 years ago.
What the hell, boy?
What the heck?
So, you're telling me that we're screwed,
Yep,
basically.
we're telling you. Oh,
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Huh.
We're boned.
It's called inflation.
It's a
I mean, it's
beautiful
not
thing,
even
isn't it?
inflation because like we're not making more money. There's
Yes,
just
we
it's
are.
more expensive for everything else.
We are
Okay,
printing
yeah,
more
we're
money.
making 8 grand more. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant we're not printing more money. I was like, what?
No.
Yeah. No, it is inflation because we're not making more, but the buying value of a dollar has dropped drastically, right?
Oh my.
80%
whoa.
of
Okay.
all US dollars in circulation right now have been printed in the last 3 years.
Nice. What is happening?
A movie.
But it's like everything is increased except your yearly wage
Mm-hmm.
or like earning amount. So
Yep.
yeah. Oh my. Who is this?
Pretty sure she's a lesbian.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bud.
Micah can change it.
Yeah, you can fix her, Micah. You can fix her. That's right.
We're gonna
Yeah.
raid Fort Knox. Wow. All right.
Gay.
Technically, yes. So there's a petition
Wow.
signed by over 130 politicians. Politicians, clinicians, lawyers, and social workers demanding that the English Prime Minister Rishi Sunak launch a public inquiry, that is public inquiry capitalized, into the harming of children caused by gender ideology in medicine and education. Which I think is really funny. Like, it's so weird that that England, that is so much more woke than we are, is leading the charge on this. I mean, between this and the cast review that we talked about last week and the NHS banning puberty blockers we talked about the week before that, it's kind of crazy to see. I would not have called that. England would be at the forefront of this change. So I'll read a little bit of the petition for you. For your pleasure. Let us see. So this is what they said that the inquiry needs to consider. The causes behind the significant increase in children, particularly girls and those with often suppressed same-sexual orientation, believing themselves to be transgender and seeking to transition. Depictions of gender-affirming transition, including its glorification or promotion. How and why gender ideology became embedded in the policies and practices of relevant institutions. And now the article is glitching out, and I can't read it.
Oh no.
The evidence base of a gender-affirming transition model and how this aligns or conflicts with medical and therapeutic best practice. The influence of third-party organizations, including charities and campaign groups, on government, education, and health practitioners. The clinical treatment offered to children, including but not limited to social transition, puberty-blocking drugs, cross-sex hormones, and surgical procedures, or referrals for surgery. The basis on which such treatment was offered. The culture, practices, and ethics of such clinics. The process of obtaining consent from these children and or their parents or guardian. The risks associated and whether such risks were adequately communicated. I can't read this word. It's pixelizing. I can't zoom in. Autism spectrum disorder and the impact of those on care and treatment, the correlations with same-sex sexual orientation and the consideration given to this as part of cure and treatment, the facilitation and encouragement of children to transition without their parents' or guardians' knowledge, the social transitioning of children within schools, follow-up of former patients, such as monitoring outcomes and offering support, including to those who experienced
help me.
regret, harm, or sought to detransition. The concerns raised by clinicians and whistleblowers and the way in which such concerns were handled, and attempts to silence individuals, professionals, parents, and members of the public who raised concerns about harm being caused to children as a result of gender-affirming transition, whether social or medical.
What? What? So wait a second. So who's petitioning? The British government?
No,
People?
the British public is petitioning the British government. The Prime Minister is specifically mentioned, of course, Rishi Sunak.
Does this have like a lot of backing?
Yes, that is indeed what I was saying.
Whoa, bro, whoa. I mean, they're more down the trail than us in a lot of cases. So
That's true. They've gone a lot farther than us, which I think helps.
maybe they realize it sooner.
Yeah, we're still in the screwing around period, and they're in the find out period.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, also like some of their laws are more, I guess, conservative compared to the U.S. Like the abortion stuff. Like in a lot of the European states, they have like a limit. So you can't like abort your child at like 6 months or whatever it is, right? Or like past the heartbeat or something like that. But in some of the states, or well, I guess like a lot of states. And when Roe v. Wade was enacted, you could have up to like
Micah, your voice
8
is
months.
in the game showing up twice.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah, you can have up to 8 months.
New
So.
York has post-birth abortion.
Yeah. So in some ways, we're more extreme than the Europeans, but it's kind of
Right.
So I mean, I'm glad they're noticing that, but I think
You're still
honestly,
double speaking.
it's probably not their priority list. I think the priority list is
completely
Muslims.
ignoring you.
They
Yeah,
should
I think it
focus.
is.
Yeah, they should focus on Muslims. Personally, I think that's better. But I mean, it's
Well,
good to hear, I
thankfully,
guess.
this woke stuff is not in the best interest of Muslims. So there's at least a little, there's a little bit of pull there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's good and bad, I suppose. But I mean, isn't in like Muslim countries you can like what is it like if you're gay you can transition to a woman or something like that?
What?
Huh? What are you saying? Sorry, I didn't fully
Paul?
comprehend that.
In like Muslim countries, don't they like forcefully transition you if you're gay?
I
Not
don't think so.
forcefully.
No.
I do not.
No, they just let
think
you do
so.
it because it's funny. Not because
You
it's
might
funny,
take-
but
Dude, who's riding the elevator
it's like
up and down?
okay,
What is
so
going on?
being so it's basically Muslims being gay is a sin.
Yeah.
So
But if you're a woman,
they let you
then you're not gay anymore.
they let you transition because
I
they're
mean-
technically not gay, but they're not that stupid, and they know
What?
that it's punishment.
That is a strong word.
Did you guys see?
They know that they're technically punishing these gay people because of the horrible shit they're gonna have to go through being trans.
Did you guys see Andrew
Also,
Tate's tweet today?
It's not technically being gay.
Did you guys see
No,
it?
I don't follow Andrew Tate.
Well,
Andrew
I don't
Tate.
either, but so many people I follow are responding to it. But he was saying that it was gay to have sex with women without the intention of getting her pregnant. Like he was like, "Oh, you guys out here not having kids or having a family, just using your woman for pleasure. That's gay."
I like how the pimp is saying this.
I
Right.
know, right? Brilliant.
That's gay.
And I was like, fellas, is it
Yo,
gay to
gay.
enjoy the touch of a female?
Okay, bro.
Is it?
I mean, okay, so he is touching on something that it like corresponds to being gay, which is kind of a sterile sex or whatever, which is what you do basically. So you're not doing it for procreation. You're just doing it for like self gratification. And so in a way, I guess it could be more. But I mean, it's kind of stretching it. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of just bombastic.
Yeah, I mean, I would get what he was saying if it was like, maybe about, something about hypersexuality being gay, or,
I don't know how to get up there.
just advocating for, having a family, but just, I mean, this is like a lot of the things Andrew Tate says is sometimes like deep down he's not necessarily wrong, but the way he presents it is just ridiculously unhelpful.
Yeah.
And
He's an idiot.
it's disappointing to watch people agree with him because you're going,
What are you guys doing?
yes, but actually no.
Parkour.
Or,
Mm.
well, I can't see the waypoint, so I was just following you trying to jump on the building like an idiot.
I
Yeah,
was
do
not
it.
trying to jump
Won't let
on the
me.
building.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing.
I'm not even with you guys. I don't know what you guys are doing.
There's an invisible barrier onto this roof. I mean, there is some truth to that. Like, sterile sex is kind of like a gay thing,
Right.
but
And hypersexuality is like a gay thing too. Like if you see like guys
True.
who are just like way,
too
way
into yeah.
too in the like hyper testosterone stuff,
Oh yeah.
you can like you can actually have the capacity to be so absurdly masculine in a cartoonish way that it's it's pretty gay.
Indubitably. So everybody's commenting on it.
Some of that, like that energy of gonna screw anything. It's like, all right, it's a little,
Gotta be dominant.
it's a
over
little,
man.
yeah, it's a little gay, you guys. Like, stop wrestling in your tight clothes. My. But anyway, I don't even know how we got there. That's besides the point.
Dude, come look at this
is-
wanted poster.
There was a petition, and that was nice. And
Look at this.
for all you haters out there that are wondering, yes. Oh, just the important parts then. Very.
I love that they
recognizable.
put that in there. Great.
Um,
Tommy, look at this.
are we wearing the same thing? That's not right. Anyway,
Look at the wanted poster.
Nice.
for all you haters out there, yes, J.K. Rowling did sign the petition. So you can hate on.
Wait, she's
she doesn't-
British?
she doesn't
British?
Yeah, of course J.K.
You
Rowling's
didn't know
English.
what?
Of
What?
course she
She
is.
She was British.
She wrote Harry
Get
Potter.
in my cute car.
She's an
Oh,
English
man.
icon.
Just
Does
stay in
she
front of the
sound
car. I'll
British?
just push you, Micah.
Yes,
I'll
she
just
does.
push you all the way.
Did you think she was American or something? What did you think she was?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. It's weird.
She actually lives in Scotland, though. I don't know what that tells you.
Yeah.
Scotland forever!
My feet are burning. I'm dead. Kill me.
That was fun. Mike, get in front of the car.
So,
Or get your own, whatever.
you might be wondering.
You guys literally
to
could get
yourself,
your own vehicle, but you choose to let me push you.
oh my goodness, these things are so annoying. Don't let those things get to us. They will kill us.
Yeah, baby.
Ah, to your death!
Oh! Oh my gosh, it
Oh my-
worked! I can't believe it worked.
What the heck?
Ah!
Ow.
Dive!
I thought you guys were gonna die.
Dude, I'm like lagging all over the place.
Oh, same.
Crazy.
Hello, vehicle.
Oh,
Oh, make one for it.
I'm deep.
I'm sorry, Micah.
Oh,
yo,
you blew
you
up the
live and
car.
Go by me.
I'm sorry. I have to do zig and zag. We fell off right in Death Alley. Yeah, it looks like it.
Ah, what the heck? Oh, I don't need to go back for Micah. What am I doing?
Whee!
Ooh, there's a weapon chest.
So there was
though.
a
I'm gonna
study
go
I
look at
wanted to
it.
talk about that kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about. So there was data from the Centers for Disease and Prevention's Youth Risk Behavior Survey. It covers data from high schoolers, kind of from 2015 onward. So, you know, the last 6 years or so,
Thanks for that,
give or
Micah.
take.
I didn't know.
And it shows that the increase in gay high schoolers is actually almost entirely led by girls who claim to be bisexual,
Oh, dang.
which is not
How many?
surprising at all.
What?
Sure.
I gotta turn the game volume down. Hold on. Just so dang. Loud.
Just women being quirky and different, you know.
Micah, hold still.
So
Oh,
this is
I
funny
can't
because
turn it down anymore. It turns
when
out
I-
Jaden's just insanely quiet.
when I was
Yeah, he is.
when I was in high school, I actually had an old girlfriend get mad at me because one of her friends came out as bisexual, and I said, "There's no such thing as bisexuals. There's no such thing as bisexual women. There are only closeted lesbians and straight women looking for attention." And
Yeah,
she was
that's
so
true.
mad that I continued to say it
That is awesome.
to people because
Love it.
it is funny and I'm proud of it. But this data shows that that's absolutely true, which is quite fun
Yeah,
for
you're
me.
right.
A little bit of the
Gut
old
instinct.
vindication. Well, it's just social observation, you know, and that was back in like, this would have been like 2016, so it would have been when that sort of thing was starting to be the fad. But anyway, so boys who identified as gay only raised by 2%.
Really?
And then, while girls claiming to be bisexual raised 25%.
Hey.
So, in other words, humanity hasn't actually changed at all. There is not this huge increase in gay people.
It
There's
just
just,
shows that women are easily swayed by cultural influence.
yep, it's just social contagion. Women most affected. But
be
yeah,
accurate.
it's easy, you know. It like as much as women don't want to admit it, they will change themselves according to what their fellow women are doing or what they perceive as what men want.
Wouldn't let me
I
say
shot
Tommy.
you. I shot you, healed you, and then you died in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
So one thing I'm seeing is so of course we've talked about how this woke liberalism happened because it was basically men's fault. They were all too happy to give up their responsibility.
Yeah.
Especially in this political climate where it's difficult to fiscally be a provider and
It was not letting me revive you.
you know, dying in proxy wars and such.
Right.
And I hate it when. Sorry, it switched one of my weapons.
Yeah.
But it seems that the opposite, or I guess the opposite side, is now coming true. Where conservatives are all too happy to remove responsibility from themselves by blaming women and just being generally misogynistic
I'm not
and
being
unhelpful.
sexist. Being sexist is wrong. And being wrong is for women.
Truest statement in history. I love that clip.
It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Being wrong is for women.
Classic Star Kid. Dude, these combat medics are brutal. They're like invincible. I'm just gonna run away.
But
I'm
medics are
running
supposed to be
away.
peaceful.
I say I'm running away. Mike is like, all right, I'm gonna put my face in the battle. Fine,
I'm doing skeet shooting here with the flying buggers.
Nice.
Get over here and eat shotgun.
But anyway, my point is, if men, you know, women are not going to stop being most affected by social change and propaganda because they are born to have more empathy, which means they, you know, make the perfect partners to the more pig-headed men. But just like in all things, men have to lead if you want any kind of actual change. So they have to stop being the gay Muslim Andrew Tate, blaming everything on women.
Pretty much.
Because you're going to have to lead that change. And as much as the feminists would hate to admit it,
Thank you.
if all the men just go far over to the right and radicalize themselves, the women will just follow because they have to.
Typical woman moment.
And so everyone's like, oh, these terrible women, let's complain about the women, let's try and control the women. It's like, no. You master yourself. You focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
It spawns me so far away.
they will just follow without even knowing that they're doing it. So I'm really, really annoyed to see sort of the conservative red pillars get so
Yeah.
butthurt about what happened with feminism that
Yeah.
they'll just keep falling for the same trick.
So, I mean, a lot of the red pill guys I wouldn't consider conservative. I would think they're kind of like male feminists, and it's just kind of cringe. It's like their whole
Right.
ideology is crapping on women. It's like identity politics type of thing. They don't have actual principles or backing. Most of them.
Yeah.
I don't know about grifter, but like a lot of them are definitely riding that train.
Yeah,
to
whether
get money
they
and
know it or
stuff.
not.
Yeah. It's kind of just like the feminism thing, just pitting each other against each other.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was about to correct you there. I was about to say, yeah, there's, male feminists and male misogynists, but actually, I mean,
Oops.
it is the same.
I don't know. I just picked up.
Like, I think feminism is inherently misogynistic, especially since transgender ideology has been thrown into the mix. Just anything that's going to demonize and divide the genders is going to be inherently terrible for the other gender as well.
Right.
Like,
You're not really conserving anything when you're pitting one sex against the other, when the main goal of, conserving or conservatives when it comes to my perception of it is preserving the nuclear family and all Christian values that have come forth from this nation and stuff like that. So it's not really what they're doing right now. Kind of horrible.
yeah, I agree. And I mean, that's why I say I'm like, not trying to be sexist when I say it, but just don't worry about women. Just focus on whatever you're doing, and
You do you, man.
and you build up your brothers.
Brother. We need brotherhood.
Brother, I crave violence.
The brotherhood of man.
Bro. The Crusades must come again.
The Crusades. We shall crusade. I think England
Gotta
should
march.
crusade. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. You left me.
Oh man,
Ah.
this has been brutal, huh? We're only faring slightly better.
Zig and zag, zig and zag, zig and zag.
Dude, get a car.
Yeah.
I'm running to the point and pick up a car.
So, speaking of misogynists, Kanye West is starting his own pornography studio
Oh, no.
called
Oh, no.
called Yeezy Porn.
No.
Oh my god.
So,
Man, it's kind of funny, but no.
it's kind of funny, but he doesn't know it.
Easy. Easy born.
He's probably like, yo, Yeezy porn. That sounds sick, bro.
I'm a genius for thinking of that.
I'm a motherfucking musical genius.
Jews ain't gonna touch me now.
Oh my gosh.
Got my own empire.
Classic Kanye.
No.
It's awesome. So wait, is he getting actors together and stuff?
Yeah, he has hired Stormy Daniels' ex-husband Mike Moz to help out because he's veteran.
Flip it.
He's a veteran as far as porn organizing goes.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
which I think is crazy. Imagine having a porn star wife. How would that relationship work?
What the heck?
That is I don't even know.
Yeah, that'd be a mess. It's kind of funny because like we've been debating for a while the genuineness of Kanye claiming he's a Christian.
Well, now we know.
And I would say
Oh
we
my
kind of
gosh.
know now.
Just about to get out and you just launched it. That was awesome.
But not surprising
Um,
considering his treatment of his girlfriend Bianca Sensori, who's like walking around naked all the time.
Yeah, I think Ye probably did mean it at one point, but he's been through like so much and he's interacted with all the wrong people that it's kind of corrupted his view of everything.
Yeah.
So I I don't think he's I wouldn't think he's what is it living in faith or
Right, definitely not practicing.
no.
I mean, he could be saved. There, he could be being less misled and misunderstanding sin nature or going through a rough patch. But this is pretty extreme, so probably not. Probably wasn't genuine.
Going down the wrong
I'm
path.
still willing to give like a tiny bit of doubt, just because we are sinners and that's what happens. But oh my goodness, what? I accidentally had a different shield equipped. I held down on one.
Ooh,
I hate
I found
that.
a chest.
I do not want to equip something by holding down. Stupid. That would only be useful if I was changing to like every single gun I ever picked up. Golly.
Are you holding down to get a weapon? Oh my.
I'm not. It's like sometimes when I'm like trying to pick one of you up,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
grab like a weapon off the ground. It's very annoying. So yeah, I guess you addicted Coomer brain weirdos can look forward to Kanye West's
Yeah.
porn studio. I
I
wonder
guess.
I can only think of one actress who could play that character.
if
Sydney Sweeney.
and her name rhymes just as much as the characters.
Too bad she's not in it.
Oh yeah, did you know she does her own vehicle maintenance? Sydney Sweeney does.
No, I did not. She's
Interesting.
She changes her own oil in her car, and she's like an insanely rich actress.
She gets all greased up.
Yeah.
all greased up.
No, I had no
Imagine
idea.
that. I mean, she
Respect it.
is a Southern belle, so it makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That-
she's already
that
gotten
she
in
was.
trouble with the internet before because there were pictures of her at like a birthday party with her family, and her dad had like a MAGA hat. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, she's a, dirty hillbilly." And the audience was like, "We don't care."
Yeah, she sounds pretty level-headed because she's broken into producing now too. So,
Well, that's how you make money.
it's so if like her acting career isn't, didn't turn out to be that great, she'd always have something to fall back on.
Which is true.
So
Was
she does.
smart considering they are trying to kill her career. Just because
So
they're
she's
jealous
gotten into
bitches up there in
producing.
Hollywood.
So just in case her career goes down or she raises a family. So, a smart actress. And very capable.
She should. I hope she makes a lot of money producing, stops being a hoe bag on screen, and raises a family. That would be best case.
We need more
scenario.
women in this world who look like her.
Yeah, exactly.
I
gotta-
We really do.
You gotta preserve the gene pool.
mean, they're out there. I guess they're just not in public life. But
Yeah, I mean, she's got relatives.
Ah.
Let's go down south, boys.
know.
Well, further down south.
Execution.
Nice. That was hot.
War crimes.
war crimes, yeah.
So here's the big story of the night. This is pretty serious. I'm pretty mad. I wish we were not dying right now, so I could read my
Oh
notes.
my.
Is it about them trying to take Trump's Secret Service protection?
No, tell us about that.
I'm trying to remember through what channel they're trying to do it. They're trying to introduce a rule saying if you're, a former president, is convicted of a crime, so if he's a criminal, he can't be protected by the Secret Service. They're trying to get that stated in, and if they do that, they can send him. And this is my theory. They can send him to prison for, absolutely nothing and have him killed in prison because he won't have a Secret Service.
Yeah, someone was saying that.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, one of his lawyers
Oh.
is suspicious of that happening.
I mean, no
even
way
know
they
what
get away with that though. Like, oh, he accidentally killed himself in prison.
They have before.
Kind of would. Yeah, they would get away with
Epstein, anyone?
it. They got away with Epstein. Obama got away with drone striking someone.
Everyone knows who killed Epstein, right?
Well, yeah,
What just happened?
everyone knows, but they're like nobody
I don't know what
answered for it. Nothing ever got fixed.
We have
Whoever killed Epstein is still out there.
someone testified in court saying
Doing
Bill
it.
Clinton likes him young, and nothing has happened. Do you really think if they killed Trump, something would happen?
I mean,
Besides civil war.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I think something would happen,
Speaking of,
but not a
I've
very
heard
pleasant
good
thing.
things. I've heard good things about A24's Civil War.
Well,
I've heard nothing but bad things.
it's
I have heard that it's actually apolitical, which is the good things I've heard.
which is actually bad because the movie
It was
the
all
movie does
symbolism and no context, is what I heard.
The movie does not explain what caused the Civil War. It does not explain this.
Does it really matter?
Like,
it
doesn't-
just shows how bad a war would be.
It makes for
Yeah,
a
it
good
matters
whole
because
story,
because
though.
they're being wussies. They're trying to get more views by not taking anything that could be perceived as a stance. It's just more A24 garbage, like everything else they make.
I think getting a well-rounded story, even backstory,
They
is
consequently have appealed to no one other than a few conservatives who are for some reason seeing this as a win. But like, I know the people who made this movie. They're not in your corner.
Mhm.
And they used AI to make the posters, but that's besides the point.
Bruh.
A24 is so lame. I've seen... How many A24 films have we seen, Jensen? Like 4? What are we up to at this point?
What the heck is an A24?
Tommy, can you?
A24 is a production company.
Tommy, can you hit my car?
Oh.
That's stuck.
Yeah, I think we've seen like 4 at this point, and they were all
Thank
brutally
you.
terrible. Painful stuff. But they're
Okay.
popular amongst people who think calling themselves a cinephile is trendy.
Oh, what?
Like everybody's a film critic these days. Super annoying.
Cinephile?
Cinephile.
Are you in
yeah.
love with,
That's
like,
what,
movies
that's
or
what they
something?
call
Cinematic
themselves.
critic.
Yeah, like audiophile is an audio critic.
A
Not as
pedophile.
in
Well, not critic,
No.
but like
Not-
enthusiast.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, terms like that were ruined when they came up with pedophile.
It need to be maps.
What?
It need to be maps.
Where do we?
We need to
Oh,
There's a
bring
map
back
on
the
your
minor
screen.
files.
persons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
How did I... Hey, Jensen, I need you to
Ah.
knock me off a wall.
Hold on. Shit. You might need to knock me off a wall. All right, no. I got it.
Oh, I got it. I was able to work my way off.
Oh no, I actually can't think of one good A24 film I saw. How about that?
Everything, anywhere, and everything all at once.
Yes. They made one good one. There we go.
Yes.
Congratulations.
You got one good film.
I agree with them not showing how the war started because otherwise you get people glorifying it and saying
No,
stuff like that.
I'm not saying necessarily showing it. I'm saying some backstory.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Some backstory is
Yeah,
important.
because like it's
and
hard
they
to.
failed on that.
It's hard to like feel for the characters and their struggle when there's nothing at stake.
You know,
So I mean,
war.
like I would have, like I'm not asking them to take a political stance, like,
Yeah.
like the way that I would have done it, and I'm not saying this would have worked, but like, just if both sides just be totally outright wrong, like they're just killing each
Even
other,
then.
you know, like, and then you've got the
or
innocent,
make it.
you've got the innocent
uh,
characters who get caught up in the middle, right, and then you feel for them because it's like, man, this isn't a good deal, you know.
Which could have worked since the main characters were news photographers, you know. That could have worked.
I would not have
The-
made
the-
the
it
main
was the
characters
press.
journalists, though.
No.
I hate journalists. I don't know. I just, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a reason behind the conflict, or else, like, it's just pointless.
To me, I just like that they're showing that war sucks instead of glorifying
Well,
it like
there's like
most Civil Wars do.
10,000 movies that have done that.
Well,
Wow,
Most of
war
the
bad.
most of the new American Civil War movies, though, have been like glorifying it.
Glorifying it.
Glorifying a new. If a new Civil War happened, you'd be the hero, making it, be a wonderful thing type of thing.
Yeah, glorifying it like this is what would happen because we're so great and we're right, you know.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that.
Instead of showing the true horrors, or not true horrors, but like making it as close as you can realistically, while still being able to show it. Whoa!
Oh my gosh, the physics on these cars.
Wow, that was dramatic. And
Uh,
I just wanted it to be good or bad, you know, like, because if it's bad, it would have been hilarious.
You stole my
If it
kill.
was good, I mean, you know,
Oh,
great stuff. But
I'll value.
I hate it when a movie
Yeah,
is
they should have
just
been like
afraid and
communists versus Nazis.
But the
in
thing is,
America.
you've got supporters
fascists
of both.
versus communists.
Yeah,
That would have been funny.
just had the biggest stereotypes.
What would you call
Yeah,
that?
I also, know through some secondhand information that a lot of choices for that movie that were made not for any particular logical reason, like California and Texas teaming up.
Yeah, I was
the
hoping
writer-
to see an explanation. That would
There,
have been
no, there isn't. The
hilarious.
writer said he did it because it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Fair.
That's it.
it.
He's like, I just wanted to see it happen. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, what?
Okay.
You gotta have a believable story. I mean, you're
Wow.
advertising this as a grounded, gritty movie. Don't do it just because it wouldn't make sense.
Huh.
Like, there's no way Texas would side from California.
Man, I was hoping to see an explanation.
It was just all artistic symbolism and not a lot of content, like actual stuff happening in the movie.
And you just described like every A24 film.
Exactly.
Nailed
was
it.
nothing special.
I still haven't watched it. I plan on watching it
Well, you can let us know
how it
what you
goes.
think after you watch it, but I don't want to waste money and
I'll
time
see it
seeing
after it
that.
comes out. Like I'll watch anything
Oh.
once, almost anything.
I'll do it at home when I can multitask something, so I'm at least being productive.
We could
The
That's
podcast
what
secret
and
I'll
point
watch.
and
ingredient is
laugh.
crime.
Not quite what I
true.
was saying, but that works.
That's true.
I won't say what crime.
We'll live stream Micah's
Sorry.
reaction.
Oh, of course, of course.
What?
Exactly.
I
All right,
mean,
let's check in on the Micah cam. How's Micah doing over there? And Micah's
Drilling.
got like a knife in his chest, and he's just lying there. Like, huh?
I've killed myself.
Well, how about that?
Such a interesting reaction. Yes.
I've grown tired of living. It just doesn't interest me anymore.
Dude, these freaking assassins! So annoying.
That was a boss one too.
Someone stole my pink car.
Yeah.
Not I.
No, it exploded. They ran into
Someone
it and it
exploded my
exploded.
pink car.
Yeah.
Not I.
No, don't leave without me.
Ah.
There we go.
Get in front. Whoops.
Anyway, on to the big story. Like I said, jeez. The Biden administration is planning new regulations for Title IX. For those of you who don't know, this is like the most referenced civil rights title. It's was enacted in the 70s. It's basically just about sex discrimination, like for businesses and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of the goal of it. So the Biden administration wants to change this. They want to change it to cover discriminations against gender identity.
Oh my.
Sorry, Micah. I'm leaving you.
So basically, if you are, employed at any business, you can rightfully be terminated for
Oh,
offending one of these people, although you already can more or less, as people don't seem to be winning those kinds of legal battles. And basically what this does is it's going to mean that men can take athletic scholarships from women.
Why does the left hate
it
women?
gives, well, like I said, feminism
Maybe
is
it's 'cause they're all
misogynistic.
gay.
It's pretty gay. It gives men access to public bathrooms and locker rooms. It gives men the right to be housed in female dorms. And then, of course, like I said, businesses, universities, and other workers in public spaces have to abide by preferred pronouns.
So they're abolishing women's rights.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Nice.
Do they not realize they're creating a system that can be easily rigged? I can
Yep.
just say, call me the Senate because that's my pronouns. And if they don't, I can, sue them. Like, if I just hate somebody, absolutely hate somebody, but I got nothing on them,
Yeah, you could.
I could
you
literally
go,
just say, hey, you didn't call me the Senate. I'm taking you to court.
I identify as a giraffe.
I
You
am
are
the Senate.
you are the taxpayer-funded national zoo, so you give me food and housing for free.
Yeah.
How about that?
I agree. I identify as poor and need handouts.
But yeah, by ill-defining women, you just strip women
I
of their
identified
rights.
as disabled, so I should get disability pay for
How
the
about
rest of my life.
Ooh, I like that one.
I identify as the president.
Give me the
I
Secret
identified as
Service.
an elderly person, so I'm actually 96, and I want Social Security. No, I am a disabled 96
Black,
year old. That's what I
crippled,
Yeah, I'm a disabled 96-year-old,
bisexual,
so I want
Black
disability
immigrant.
pay and Social Security for the rest of my life.
and I need
Uh,
reparations.
and I need reparations because I also identify as black.
Yeah, don't forget that.
I have no idea where
Absolutely.
we're supposed to be going.
So somebody's trying to do this thing.
Yes.
I think I might have gone
So
the wrong
it
way. I
gets
don't know.
even worse than that.
How could that get worse?
I know, right? That's what I was thinking while reading it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But of course, it gets worse. So in 2020, Trump's administration actually made amendments to Title IX that bolstered
Ooh.
a student's rights for due process when being accused of sexual assault. Because basically what was happening is they have this single investigator model where, the DEI bureaucrat who deals with these claims becomes detective, judge, jury, and executioner. Because they can just expel this person, say it was because they sexually assaulted someone, and then that's going to be on the record whenever they try to go to a different university, probably when they try and get a job. I mean, it basically allows fellow students to ruin someone else's life just on a whim. Like all you have to do is piss off the wrong, feminist hoe bag,
Yeah.
and your future is stripped away. So it was this amendment was very important. And they're saying, nah, we don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. It also allows the investigation to conclude as long as 51% of the evidence points to them having sexually assaulted the person.
What?
Which is absolutely absurd. So basically, you could have 3 pieces of incredibly weak evidence that maybe sort of kind of points because maybe the kid didn't have an alibi or something. And you can go, oh, okay, case closed. That's 51%.
In a civil court, that might, pass. But like, if this is like an actual legitimate
in actual court,
crime.
you're, weighing the legitimacy of evidence.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this,
That's like
it
beyond a
doesn't work
shadow
at
of a
all.
doubt. Supposed to be
In
beyond
this,
doubt.
it's just some, woke asshole who has it out for you. Like you're dead the second someone decides to lie. It's absurd. So this was a very good amendment because it doesn't keep anyone from getting, anyone who was actually a perpetrator. It doesn't protect any perpetrators, but it does help those who are wrongfully accused.
Right.
And so part of this is saying, nah. Nah, bro. Don't even.
So they're
Yeah,
trying
bruh.
to change. They're trying to add a bunch of stuff for the gender thing, and then they're trying to take away that.
Yeah. Like, just say you hate women, bro.
That's crazy.
It is. It's really crazy. And if they are not stopped, this will go into effect on August 1st.
Wait, who's doing it again?
This is the Biden administration.
Oh my gosh! Of course, it's the Biden administration. They're like, they're trying to.
So they
They're,
can have Trump misgender
else?
somebody and throw him in jail, and then have him killed because he doesn't have Secret Service protection.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that
Dude,
would
you-
be...
I mean, I'm with Tucker. Like, they can't get him legally in any way, so they're gonna kill him.
He was trying to do the student loan forgiveness thing too, and he knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, but he did it anyway. He's just like pushing the most ludicrous things that's destroying like everything, right? Basically, just disrupting it all.
Yeah, just everything that holds, like all the institutions that hold a polite society together or keep a polite society polite. They're just like, nah, we don't need that. We don't need police. We don't need objective truth. We don't need justice. We don't
Just
need...
disregarding
You don't need money.
Constitution.
Like, just... Yeah, human rights, what's that?
Oh my gosh! What the
Oh
hell?
my god!
Yeah, it's...
That's
I hope this...
no way that's gonna go
I
anywhere.
hope this gets
No
flagged
way.
by somebody. Because otherwise, this country is going to lose its mind in August.
We are doomed.
Like, if
It's
kids
no
are
logic.
staging walkouts from schools over these sorts of things, like, imagine what the adults are gonna do when they've got predators crawling around the women's restroom.
Bad things.
I don't think this would
flapping.
singularly cause a civil war, but it would be a reasonable place for the history books to say, okay, this is where it started to ramp up. You know, like
This is where it starts to get juicy.
this is when the conservatives start to get violent.
Yeah. They're like, oh, that was the tipping point right there.
Because yeah, considering this would be schools and universities affected the most, that means children affected the most. And that means lots of children getting hurt. So yeah, I would certainly hope that America would lose their collective minds and just start hitting people in Minecraft. To be clear.
Minecraft.
And I'm really annoyed by all the articles because, of course, journalists are just never-endingly terrible. They're saying things like, "Oh, new Biden bill protects transgenders, repeals, repeals Trump's fascism, la-di-da. Everybody advocate for this," and it's like so misleading. And I mean,
Helps
that's
transgenders by screwing over women.
like just how effective the propaganda machine is. That Biden can do stuff like this and still have the woman's vote. I don't know if you guys
Bruh.
saw that, if you guys saw the polls recently, but Biden has the female vote. It's ridiculous.
Of course.
It's
they do.
absolutely ridiculous. It'd just be like, "I'll take all your rights away," and they're like, "Oh yes, please."
Yes.
Take away my rights.
Take it away.
Harder, daddy.
See,
Yeah,
now,
take my rights away.
now you wonder why I want to return to a certain time before certain...
Sadly, that's not completely possible right now.
Wait, why am I standing straight up?
I mean, you could if you go live in Amish country, Micah. If you
What?
wanted to do
Have
that.
women not have the right to vote?
They'll,
Oh, Yes.
Oh, they'll wipe out Amish country
I
someday.
didn't know that's what you were getting at, but
I mean,
You know, I
I
saw
actually don't know
this
how the Amish hierarchy
this
works.
picture, and it was showing
Oh my
it was
gosh.
showing like the big patches. It was a map showing the big patches of land in the U.S. that like don't have a lot of buildings and are mostly just nature and farmland. Because in the Midwest, there's just there's so much of it, and so there's this
Yeah.
big green patch in the middle of the map, and all the friggin' liberals are responding to it on Twitter like, oh my gosh, why aren't we building housing here? We have a place to put the immigrants. And it's like,
What?
it's
like
called farmland.
you freaking hypocrites. First of all, you want to starve. And second of all, you're going absolutely crazy about the environment this, environment that, but as soon as there's a little bit of free land, you're trying to snatch it up and turn it into a city with public transportation.
Yeah, I don't think they know how infrastructure works. Like,
They don't
you
even
can't
think
just-
about it.
You can't just ship hundreds of thousands of immigrants into nature.
Why
And, like,
we take
there you-
Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else?
Uh, these people have a mind of a peanut.
Same logic.
There's so many logical things wrong. And like, it's not even on principle or anything either. It's just like logistically speaking, that would not work at all. Just, I don't understand.
It's so stupid. Like, yeah, why don't we just destroy the national parks? We don't need
Let's
those.
ship in all the immigrants.
Yeah, let's just take everybody.
Make everywhere slums. Make it all dystopian. Oh my gosh. I think we should just send all the immigrants to DC and all the major cities like we've been doing.
Nah, DC is too close.
I mean, it's,
I don't want to see
they'll,
that.
they'll figure it out. That's what I'm saying. Like they will ship them there, and then everybody be like, "Oh, man, this is bad."
No,
and
because
then
what liberals
they'll
do
lock
is
the
they just
border.
move. And then they vote the same way somewhere else.
No, I think in Texas that was proven to be not true. All the people from California, they're mostly voting red.
Are they?
Of course, it could just been the Republicans in California moving out, but
Yeah, it could be that.
because there is a lot of Republicans in California, so they're just so many more liberals.
LA and San Fran, bud.
Okay,
Damn,
liberals.
Fran.
Yeah. And disappointingly, my example was not exaggerating in any way. Like, I actually keep
What?
seeing why did he die? How did that happen?
What?
That was inexplicable.
Perfectly explainable, my dear
Anyway, I keep seeing tweets like, okay, like everybody living out in the middle of nowhere in the South is a horrible person out of touch in the world and out there with their gas guzzling cars, ruining the environment while, we're trying to cluster in cities with our public transportation. Like, just saying that stuff straight out, you'd think it was satire. But these
does sound
idiots are
satire.
serious. They think that they're superior because they live in a city. And it's
Dude,
like
the city
Yeah,
is
stupid.
100 times worse for the environment than rural
It is.
hickland. Like, what do you?
Exactly. Do you know anything about emissions? Like, what in the
No,
world?
because they Well, they live in a type of way where they don't have to worry about anything because they have so much infrastructure.
Yeah.
You don't have much infrastructure out here
No.
And they
besides
call
when it
us
comes to your house.
privileged.
You just deal with it.
They don't know what it's like to struggle. And yet they're
Yeah, they
accusing
don't.
that of us.
They don't realize that you kind of need a gas guzzling vehicle if you're gonna like haul anything whatsoever.
Yeah, it's also really nice.
You don't need that in
to
a
drive.
city. You don't need a gas guzzling vehicle in the city. You need something small that'll just zip you around the corner.
I mean, they don't have licenses in big cities. They just take public transport, which is the worst thing imaginable, or walk, which you have a chance of getting robbed, so, or worse. Not the
Those
best.
people drink the government Kool-Aid.
They drink it hard.
And the
It's
reason why you don't have
ridiculous. Like,
people who live out in the suburbs or country falling for this is because they're not dependent.
Yeah.
We have the capability of uh, living on our own.
Yep, independence.
And if you live in a city, if you don't have your water or anything, what are you going to do? You don't have your water, you don't have your power, you don't have land.
Just drink your own.
What do you do?
Drink your own pee.
You really can't do anything if you're in the city. That's also why I think it's funny in zombie apocalypse movies. They're always in a city, you know? It doesn't make any sense.
probably because highest number of zombies.
Like what it was the
Yeah.
movie 8 Days Later or something?
28 days later.
28 Days Later. He wakes up in the middle of London City, and there are people holed up in London. Why?
Yeah, what
that's
is, like
odd.
what a stupid place to get holed up.
Why are you holed up in London? You can't get food. You can't grow food. The only thing they were able to get was water. That was it. And it was by
mean-
laying out buckets on
Yeah.
the roof.
And remember the scene where they're out in the countryside, and
Oh my
they're so excited
gosh.
because they get to raid a grocery
Yippee.
store. And it's like, guys, get some seeds and settle down. Like, what's with this road
Well,
trip?
There wouldn't be much action if it was set in like rural countryside. It'd be kind of a lame movie.
I mean,
not
Walking
really.
Dead does it well enough.
What the heck is that?
Okay, the very first was it the very first zombie movie? Was the Night of the Living Dead?
Night of the Living
that was
Dead.
rural,
Yep, just takes place in a house, or
Being
um,
attacked.
and
by
it wasn't
spiders.
bad. Oh. So that's not necessarily true. Zombieland didn't take place in a city.
Yeah,
That was a good movie. You just gotta do it right. It made more sense for people to be living out in the
I
middle
mean,
of
I
the
prefer
country.
it because like it's a good way to give your characters a break. Cause, oh, good one.
Are we supposed to make that jump?
Yeah, you actually can. It's really hard though. I tried like a million times. And yes, you have to.
Wow, why is it so easy to flip these cars?
It's because they're not as heavy as the other ones.
But they're so much bigger. That's the wrong one.
Yep. Dude, I would be impressed if you could drive up that. But no, I mean, like in the city setting, realistically, there would be like so many zombies, you would just never get a break.
What did I hit?
The big bomb.
And you know you're in the city, everybody's close together, no ventilation, infection spreads. So it does make
Tough.
sense that a city would be the heart of the most infection, but
Yeah.
for survivors, you know, you're not going to be in a city.
If-
Dang,
if you're
I can't
smart,
make the
if you're
jump.
smart anyway. I mean, don't the two people who are holed up there end up dying anyway?
Well, it was the
Or one
dad
of
and the
them?
little girl. Yeah, the dad dies, but the girl lives.
No, I'm talking about the people that like that he finds first, not the people in the apartment.
I think so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they both die.
Because he finds the chick and the dad and the little girl.
Yeah.
They're the only ones who make it out.
more or less. Hard to define making it out.
Yeah, being in the city is
It's gay.
hard to.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
That reminds me. It
Whoops.
reminds me of that.
I'm alive.
Wait, how did you not die?
It reminds me of that stand-up comedian who was brave enough to do this in New York. He was like, you know, all you people walking around saying, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
School.
If you're a New Yorker, you're tough. You guys wouldn't last 2 hours on my uncle's farm.
Oh
Make
my
that-
gosh.
There are no bodegas out there.
Yeah, very weird.
And he's right. I
standards
mean, I
in
know
the
in a
city.
city there's like a lot of like human peril, but that doesn't necessarily make you tough.
Well, if I could bring
might
whatever
make
I
you
want into
more-
a city, then
Yeah, it might make you more
I'd be
street
fine.
smart, but well, yeah, that's kind of the ironic thing about cities. It is if cities weren't so
Homosexual.
inherently liberal with their crime laws and their carry laws, then yeah, I mean,
you have police strolling the streets, arresting people all the time, and you freaking
like if you let people carry out there, it would just kind of look like the Old West for a while, and then go to
It'd sort
being
itself
like
out.
anywhere else. Yeah, exactly. It like
My
people would hate it at first, but it would be worth it. Because, I mean, statistics shows in a place with more guns, you're safer because you're not an easy target. Nobody's gonna want to shoot
Right.
at you.
yeah, everybody respects everybody's rights a little bit more when
When
are
everybody's
armed.
dangerous. Yeah.
just how it works. It's how mafia works.
You gotta be dangerous, cuz I'm telling you. If you're not carrying a piece, boy,
It will go
You know,
over
Jake-
you.
you're gonna get us blown up.
All right,
again.
Jaden, you do this.
I think my
What am I doing?
campaign for presidency.
Ah!
Oh my
I'm
gosh!
dead.
I think my
Why
campaign
did you
for
do
presidency-
that?
I got you.
because you lied to me.
You're gonna campaign for presidency?
Yeah,
did you make
I'm
the
gonna do
jump?
like if
No,
I'm president,
I
every
was dying.
female in this country is gonna have an AR-15.
Well, every
Yeah, that's hot.
female that's gonna take one, that is.
No, you're forced to take one.
You're forced to gun.
You have to
Mandated,
have.
mandated citizen AR-15.
And you have to have
Government
with the
issue.
AR-15 a course on gun safety and
Yeah, we'll make it.
all the
We'll just make
training.
it part of high school.
yeah, pretty much.
It'll be an
We'll
elective,
put
like
it in the
shop class.
schools. Yeah,
A little after-school activity, you know.
and you get a
So
free
shoot
gun
us
out of
to be
it.
bang bang?
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. I will.
Do we really have to make that jump, Jaden, or are you pulling our leg?
I'm not pulling your leg. I literally did this for hours.
And then every man has to take
I know there's like
Like-
one pillar that you have to back up to, if I remember correctly.
you have to take like MMA, some sort of martial art training, or sword fighting, like medieval sword fighting.
Yeah, you can do judo.
Judo.
Judo?
You could do Juno. Juno lets people
Juno.
do Juno.
Medieval sword fighting. Yeah, basically.
Archery.
Not archery. That's gay.
What's gay about archery? You're just
no, it's
weak.
just gay.
Wow, you are not an
That's
elf.
gay.
You just made a thought in your mind. You haven't actually tried it, man.
Well,
is-
okay. People
It
can
is
pull it
fun
off. But
and a good source
Son
of
of
exercise.
a.
I think the medieval sword fighting is more manly.
I'm pretty
Personally.
sure.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean archery isn't.
Hold on.
Have you ever done archery?
Yeah, have you ever
See
tried?
something real quick?
I've shot crossbows,
That
Okay,
doesn't count.
that does not count.
and I've shot
Oh.
compound bow.
There you go.
Counts a bit. Still not as
Jensen,
much.
you're in the
But-
you're in the wrong
Okay,
type
all
of
right,
car.
Tommy. It sounds like what?
You're in the wrong type of car.
Well, I'm like hunting and not like
Okay.
Sports
All right. Sounds like
shooting.
next time we're all over, you need to actually do some shooting at the target.
I mean, I
Archery.
would. Yeah, that sounds fun.
So
I suppose.
It is.
But
It is fun.
I'd rather sword fight in full night get up.
see, it's these ones, the faster ones, the one called
Oh.
the racer.
I didn't know
Like,
you
would
even
you
got
rather
those.
shoot a
The-
bow or would you rather fight with a
I'm
sword?
pretty sure that was what.
all I'm saying.
Different kind of
tripped me out.
fights. Different kind of fights, Micah.
Because they're lighter. Whoa. They're not as good for this DLC.
Sword
in
fight
general,
is for
though,
more. Sword is for more personal
because they're not-
fighting.
the weapons
Bow
are
is for more long distance, long to mid distance. They're different things.
Ah!
Whoa.
I just freaking missed. I was out of control. Dude.
Oh my gosh! You just jumped over the. What the
No,
heck?
I was there. I made it.
All right, I'm going
You
again.
jumped. You jumped over the hole.
Dude, what the heck?
No! I just did the same thing.
I made that. Come on.
Yeehaw. Oh.
Oh, oh, ah!
Oh.
So close.
You gotta let off that boost.
Yeah, I'm gonna I think I'm gonna activate it a little bit earlier. See if it'll
Maybe that should be part of Trump's campaign.
What?
go a little further back.
Mandating gun training in schools, and if you complete it you get an AR-15 or something.
Yes. Oh, I did it.
I don't know
Instead of
about
the
the
stupid
last
military.
part. No. Last part is not a good idea because you get people who complete gun training but want to actually, kill people. So
Well, no, you
Guys.
just
Are we going
Look
over
at
this?
what I
no, you
landed.
shouldn't get one at the end, but you should have to
I
pass
can't
it.
see the waypoint. Are we going over this right here that we're in front of?
No.
I made it.
Yes.
I cheesed it.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right.
Oh
See
my
that ramp
gosh.
to the front to the right? We have to go up that too.
Oh,
I think if
I didn't
you-
need to ramp that.
No, you didn't.
I thought it had a dip and I couldn't see the end.
I think if you complete
Yee-hoo!
a in-depth course on guns, then you should get a free AR-15.
Yeah, but what if
schools.
you're a lunatic who completes the course?
Well,
Do you
that
want to
doesn't
give
really
that
matter.
person?
I mean,
Why?
they're still legally allowed to buy a weapon, so
Yes, but buy. There's
I mean,
difference between
how much
getting
is the
something for
AR-15?
free
500
and
bucks?
buying. No,
Oh, you can.
you can get a cheap one,
yeah,
but that's
I mean, if he's just gonna
Micah.
kill somebody.
$500 and free is a big jump.
I
even
mean,
for me.
what? I'm trying to incentivize
Yeah,
and normalize.
It is a good
gun
incentive.
possession.
It's a good
No.
incentive, but you're
ownership's
still
already
putting
normalized
people
in
the
this
gun in
country.
hands of people.
But
who
they,
shouldn't
if they
have
really
them.
wanted to, they would do it anyway. $500.
Well, let's
Yeah,
declare
but we
back in the
shouldn't
day.
enable it.
Back in the day, you didn't have any gun control. You didn't have any really any of these issues because everyone had a gun. And the crazies, they
what I'm
might be
saying.
crazy,
Mutually
but they're not
assured
going to do
destruction.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you didn't have government programs giving people weapons, so
I mean, Switzerland and Israel do it.
Based.
I don't think that makes it right.
I think it should be more like that. If the government's going to spend a bunch of money on military spending, why can't they just put that towards arming the populace?
Because they
I
don't
mean,
want
it's
to
the same
arm
difference,
us.
right?
They don't want us to fight back.
Well,
yeah, they don't want us to do that.
I
They'll
mean,
never do that.
now, yes, the government doesn't want us to do that. But if Trump gets in, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So
that's what she should be doing.
Trump's not very pro-gun either, right?
Yeah, he's
He
still
pushed through the bump stock ban, right?
he's still a classic liberal. That's not to
Yeah,
saying
you forget he's a New
that's
Yorker.
not to say that he wouldn't do something. But
I think you should.
I think that giving everyone a gun is probably a bit far.
Man.
And
but
at
I
the
mean,
very least, if you were,
it
give them
doesn't-
something like
Well-
a pistol, something they can actually carry around.
know-
for
You know, pistols
protection.
are used in majority of crime, right?
Yeah,
That
but
is also true.
yes, but you can carry one around to protect yourself. You can't
Well,
carry
I
around
was
an
about
AR-15.
to say maybe there.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, but yes, you can, but it's not
And
legal.
that would normalize gun possession
Yes, it is.
out in public.
In the state of Virginia, you can open carry anything as long as it's under 6 feet in length without a license, without a concealed carry license. With a concealed carry license, if I wanted to, I could get a short-barreled rifle, get it tax stamped or not, and have a pistol brace on it to keep it legal. Throw it in a backpack and carry that around legally.
That's hot.
It's okay. That is completely legal.
Yeah.
That is hot. But no, what I was
I
saying
don't know.
is maybe
I still don't think it's right to
maybe
enable
it doesn't
that.
maybe it doesn't have to be the extreme. Like maybe there are just ways we can think of to incentivize gun ownership. It's kind of like how we
The
can't
ATF
force.
should be a one-stop shop.
Right, like we can't. It's just like how we can't enforce people to get married or have children and respect the family unit. And if we did, that would be horrible. But we can do things to
Incentivize it through
incentivize
tax
it.
break.
Right. So, I mean, especially since I don't want to do anything to damage the economy of the gun industry. I don't want novices.
It wouldn't damage it.
I don't want
Oh.
well, it would increase bullet sales, but I mean, I don't want novices to I don't know, like think that they shouldn't go out
If
and buy a
anything,
gun.
it'd be good for business.
I mean, it wouldn't be novice because you'd have to go through a class, like an actual class.
I guess so. Well, I mean, it doesn't. I guess it.
They could even teach
I guess
the
it
Second Amendment
depends.
and why it matters so much.
I guess it depends on how.
Yeah, of course, I'd go ahead and
in-depth
glove.
the class is, because I mean, you could take gun safety class and still know absolutely nothing about guns.
No, yeah, not
It
that.
could be a class like mine that I'll be
Yeah.
taking.
But I mean, if you want to throw a little, if it really is like an after-school special, then, I guess you could. It would be warranted to throw a little history in
pot.
there, a little technicality in there, a little science. I guess that could be warranted.
Science.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, I think that would be a good place to start. You don't even have to give them one. I mean, just
But they wouldn't do it otherwise. I mean, unless it's for enforced.
well, no,
but then they wouldn't pay attention.
because maybe the parents wouldn't, but the kids one day, because they would be acclimated to it.
Can I get a revive? Thank you. You get some health now.
Because I mean, everyone, whether they admit it or not, has fun with guns.
Right.
And kids would just be like, yeah, like,
Yeah, baby.
but I don't know. I'm
mean-
not saying that. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Like, I'm not saying giving everyone a government issue gun would be a bad thing, but
Pretty based.
it kind of it feels like really drastic, so like I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to jump on it because like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way that could be exploited, and
It would be a net positive, but
And
there might
also,
be
you
some
said,
hiccups.
at what point would this class be? What, you thinking high school?
yeah,
I'm thinking like
Probably
thinking high
18.
school.
Junior,
I don't
senior year.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, it would depend on the, the state because,
When you're an adult, basically.
but yeah,
Illegal adult? Yeah, that'd
more
be
or
better.
less
But
high school would be probably
Yeah,
in
I'm not
there's
most.
arguing
also
about-
some
Probably in
maturity
most
that goes
states it would
along
be high
with
school.
owning a weapon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have, your parent or guardian just keep a hold of it too. But that would be
Well, how about
guess
this?
you
How
could
about
do that.
this? Instead of government issue guns, how about building a gun as part of the class?
There you
So
go.
it's-
Ooh, gunsmithing.
It's part
And
of.
then you get to
it's
keep
part
it.
Of the, yeah, exactly. It's part of the tuition. You build a gun, you keep it at the end. They show you how to customize it and all this.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
The price is just included. Like that would be good. See, then you wouldn't even. I mean, you wouldn't even have to be. Having it government funded necessarily. I mean, maybe the program would be at first, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because parents would ultimately be paying for that.
Mexican wrestler. What the heck?
I mean, I would be amenable to that, I think,
Yeah.
because it just goes hand in hand.
I think anything towards gun education and awareness, self-protection in public schools is going to be a good thing. Because right now they're pushing like the absolute worst stuff,
Yeah.
and they don't even teach like hardly anything about American values or anything.
That's on
Constitution.
purpose.
I know. I'm so lost. Where am I?
Where are you?
I don't know.
What the heck? Why?
Where are you going? Hold up.
I just eat those?
I think I'm stuck. Maybe I'm
Micah.
not stuck.
Follow me.
I can't remember what we were
Meow.
talking about. Oh well.
Micah got lost.
Mandate gun
I had to
possession
go fetch him.
But
among
that's besides the point.
6-year-olds.
the hell did you guys
now
go?
for the United Kingdom. So, the UN is demanding that England provide safe routes along the English Channel as 5 immigrants drown. Which
skill
is
issue.
just so they come across in their, little boats, and so apparently not only should they give them housing and feed them and give everything to people who are literally criminals for breaking the law coming in there immediately and
Uh-oh.
tearing things up.
My.
But also, you should go out of your way to put people and put boats out there to make it as safe as possible for them. Like why don't we just ferry them across ourselves? Let's go set up
Yes,
at the other
streamline
country
the process.
and just grab all of them. Anyone who wants to come. Why don't we? It's just
I think
really
they should,
absurdist mania.
I think they should put gators in the water.
I agree,
Yes.
and a moat.
A moat
pretty
with
sure-
gators in it.
I'm pretty sure
Gator
Australia did
boat.
something like that.
Well, Australia already has a million things that will kill you for trying to
there's
come
like
across the water.
military issued or government issued border gator patrol.
What the heck?
If
What
only
does
it was
that
their
mean?
kind of
Pretty awesome.
habitat.
I know. Or maybe it's crocodiles. It's one of the two.
No. Texas is too hot and dry. It wouldn't work.
Gators with lasers.
The the gator lasers
Gators with
Be
freaking
hilarious.
laser.
or sharks or hippopotamuses. Hippopotami.
I don't screw with hippos.
Dude, those
Oh,
things
yeah,
are
don't do
crazy.
that. That's a
don't
bad
go anywhere
idea.
near those guys.
Oh my gosh.
We
That
need
is
to
definitely-
unleash the
It's,
hippopotami.
Nicaragua.
Too hot and dry for hippos. Sorry.
Nicaragua.
I think it's Nicaragua that's having a hippo problem.
Yep. I think
'Cause-
they're thriving.
Yeah. No
It was
natural blood.
it was a
It was
rich drug lord brought them in as pets, and then they got out when he got found out, and now they're thriving.
Oh
Why
my
can't I
gosh.
remember his name? I know the drug lord's name.
Yeah,
He,
I know it too. I can't remember.
Yeah, one of those big cheeses.
no, the big cheese.
Yeah.
The cocaine man.
Was it Pablo? No.
Pablo Escobar?
Yeah, Pablo Escobar.
Yes. That's
Was it?
It was Escobar.
He had
Really?
pet hippopotamuses.
He
Hippopotami.
did.
Yeah, and they got out
That's a
when he got
crazy
caught,
movie.
And now they're breeding out the
and they're
Inus.
thriving. Yep.
Dude, why is everyone
had
here so
8
tough? What the heck?
Because there's 4 of us.
Nah.
Them people are crazy. I am zooming. Heck yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
You are way too far
I'm on
away.
my way. How do I get up there?
There's got to be some
I'm dead.
stairs.
Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah, we were way too busy dying down here. Because Jensen spawned him up there and then they jumped down.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. I've got him.
Alright. Fine.
I got a crit and he didn't die. He's got, like, no health.
Got him.
I'll run out of shotgun shells eventually, but today's not
Oh my
that day.
goodness. We seem to have stumbled into one of those infinite enemy areas.
Perfect. There's just more of them to kill.
The guy, pal.
It's now just a target-rich environment.
Oh, I see. There's a platform.
Am I stupid?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I am stupid.
I knew it. This whole time.
So anyway, this suggestion is not only just bad for the citizens of England, but it actually turns out that this is not good for the immigrants either.
What?
So you guys are gonna find this pretty funny, unless you know anything about England's relationship with foreign countries, then you're not going to be surprised with this because they've been doing it in an unofficial capacity for a while. But basically what was happening was England was deporting people to Rwanda.
Oh
And
yeah.
because England has a deal with Rwanda.
To give them slaves.
Yeah, to give them slaves. And so it's hilarious because I mean if you're an immigrant breaking the law, it's, you know, pretty harsh, but kind of deserved. More or
I would say
less.
so.
And but at the same time, it's still incredibly wrong because I mean, England, a Western country, is basically selling slaves to another country. Like, that's crazy. It's 2024.
They're doing something right.
But
You know there are more slaves today than there have ever been in history, right?
China.
well, yeah, it's easier than ever.
Yeah.
But still, England. I mean, I know that they're not calling it that, but and I also love that
England's still in the slave trade.
out of all of the problems that we could be, you know, worrying about, nobody is honing in on this, which I think is pretty funny. But Rishi Sunak made the Prime Minister made it a policy called the Rwanda bill, and so
policy.
that's what they're going to be doing now because England has no room. And when they come over, they're going to say, "Okay, be a Rwandan slave." Cause
We need to.
it's
We need to deport
hilarious,
the ones that came here.
dude. It is strikingly dark.
Come there.
He turned the corner and still shooting at me, but I can't shoot him. Coward, come back here and fight me.
I mean, they should have done that in the beginning, right?
Ha ha ha! Imperialism.
Yeah, going strong.
You want to
Become a slave for Rwanda.
You want to
today.
carry on my land?
This is
Oh no!
I'll not have that. None of that.
To the cotton plantation with you, gold boy.
That's right. Stop picking. That's a good chap.
It's not a personal matter. It's just strictly business, unfortunately. For you, that is.
You thought you could touch my land? Well, I'll show
you can work on it.
You can work on it.
For a low, low price of your life.
Tally ho! Get picking.
I think, yeah, they should have done that to begin with. Like, just deport them to some other country.
I think deporting people into slavery is kind of wrong.
I mean,
it's really
it's
not right. Like,
it's not legitimate. Is that the right word?
like
It is legitimate slavery.
No, like they're not saying it's slavery on paper.
Oh,
They're just
no, they're
deporting
not.
them to
But
Rwanda.
it absolutely is.
yeah. You can call it whatever the hell you want. Slavery is slavery.
They're just deporting them to the country and then they're enslaving them. Okay, it's not.
But you have a business deal with them.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's literally a deal. I
who
mean, they're
doesn't?
selling slaves to Rwanda. It's insane.
Well. Oh, they're selling. They're literally
Yeah.
selling slaves. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
You're getting money. Rwanda's giving them money for.
I can't be surprised because they've been low key doing it for a little while, but just it's still astounding. I mean, all these people in the West, they think they're so morally righteous, and it's like, behold your country selling slaves to Rwanda. You freaks. I know it's not funny, but
Just don't
golly.
illegally trespass into Britain.
Yeah, really don't. Take
Or
your
you'll become a slave.
boat and turn around.
Maybe that's why they're trying to streamline the process of getting immigrants over.
Oh, I guarantee
Oh.
that is not what the UN had in mind at all. No, the UN is upset about the Rwanda bill. I mean, it's so funny that was the response. They're like, you need to treat them better. And Rishi Sunak turns around and he's like, absolutely not. In fact, time for a couple of human rights violations.
Oh, treat them better. You mean sell them for money?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Trade
that
them for
easy?
goods and services, you say? Oh man,
Hey.
it's unbelievable. Gosh. And here's even funnier.
Dang
Wales.
it.
I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I don't know where you guys are.
I don't know how they got over
Oh,
there.
quick. You gotta go into the laundry room. Gotta
We
backtrack
committed,
to
Oh,
brother.
we're backtracking?
where you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just over here, I think.
Come on, slowpokes.
Oh, there's a door. I missed the button. There we go.
I touched it.
But anyway, so Wales, which for you noobs out there is the country below England, and is
I thought you were talking about Wales.
basically run by the English. I mean,
I'm
they
trying to
don't
find the
say
way
it
out.
is, but come on. Come on.
Come on,
Anyway.
whale. It's like a mammal. It's in the ocean. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Wales is going to remove any statues that they
minute.
perceived as being linked to colonialism. And they've got
Nice.
about 10 statues that they're eyeing and a few street names.
I think I will erase history.
Including Winston
Yes.
Churchill. I have no idea what he has to do with colonialism.
He's white.
Or
Yep.
slavery
gotta
be.
or any of the things that they cited. It's basically like, oh, they're just gonna erase whatever history they don't like.
Winston Churchill, bro. What the?
Like, what does Churchill have to do with any of that? It's
It's
a bunch of silly nonsense.
it's just so sad. I hate everything.
Haha.
We not have
Are you
we don't
kidding
have
me?
any pride in our history. Especially when we're on the right side. Like, come on.
Anyway, they will be replaced with
Yay.
the with pieces that reflect the diverse achievements of Wales. So the diverse achievements of other
gay.
peoples. Although, of course, if you look at the statues that are there, I mean, the achievements are pretty diverse. I mean, and it's crazy, and it isn't just like you'd think it was a bunch of like war generals or something. You know, like a bunch of redcoats. But no, it's like it's like just like lords and ladies from their history. Like, we don't like them anymore.
Yes.
I have
Our
found the
royalty is
pain-hole.
what we have, but you know, we don't want them anymore.
We
don't
want to erase our history of everything and replace it with gay.
Dude, what the heck? It's just ridiculous, and so their goal is for Wales to be the most, quote, anti-racist nation by 2030. Yes.
They're not going to be a nation in 2030, bro.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to be the least racist by being the most racist, by discriminating against people we don't understand. Yes.
You to abolish our own race.
I'm only doing that because I can't do a Welsh accent. But
We are so non-racist that we will abolish our own race in protest.
yes. We're the
Against
baddies,
racism.
we've decided, and that makes us superior.
Yes.
Good day.
I
Most
know it
altruistic
doesn't make
race.
sense. It doesn't need to make sense.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, super, super funny to take down any evidence of colonialism and slavery while your nation is selling immigrants to Rwanda. Like, you absolute self-righteous fools. Like, who do you think you are exactly? And who do you think you're fooling? I'm not fooling any other major country. Maybe some of your people, but
I love this upside down world we live in. It's great.
oh,
I would honestly, I would prefer nations that have at least a respect for their culture and way of life and like patriotism over this like most gay, feminine, like passive aggressive, self-loathing slash like thinking that they're better than everyone. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much.
yeah, all these people.
I wanna die.
All the
Die quickly.
privileged white people who is me is the worst, but also I'm the most superior for thinking so. It's just the stupidest, lamest. Like,
this world.
even if you're gonna be,
I don't want to be here anymore.
like, even if you're not going to be like a moral society,
Micah, get out of the
could
menu.
at least be.
What do you mean?
Patriotic.
Menu? That's what I'm saying.
Like, because at least there's a little bit of respect there. You know, like Russia. Like, I would hate to live in Russia. I don't agree with their policies and the way they treat their people at all. But they're like,
Oh.
out of all the terrible countries, they're one of the ones that I have, like, the least amount of disdain for.
Gorge.
Just because at least they respect themselves.
Yeah.
It's just stupid and silly.
What the hell? Ah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just so sad. Can we just go back to killing each other and thinking that each of our countries are the best country and just that be the state of the world?
Simpler
Can we just
times.
not have war?
Okay, well, that is literally human nature to have war. Like, oh, can we just not murder people? It's like, what?
Yeah, we could at least have, like, slightly more legitimate wars instead of all these bloody proxy wars and all these political wars.
Yeah, the proxy wars are gay and lame. Like, just man up, say you're at war with this country, have it out, sort it out.
Yeah, finish it.
Yeah, finish it off, take over the land. Be like, oh, so sorry, here's your land back. I know we had disagreements. No. Just take it over, dude. Just take it over.
Yeah.
Just claim what's
Sorry,
yours.
we shot a bunch of you. But you're gonna
I mean,
be cool.
Russia's
You're gonna
trying
be
to
cool
do that
now,
with
right?
Ukraine, but we're trying to keep that from happening. So.
Just kill Ukraine, bruh.
I know.
Give it
Like,
up.
why don't they?
It's commies versus commies.
it.
Who cares? They can do whatever they
Take
want.
it, day.
I do not mind.
That's what I'm saying.
But anyway, for our last bit, we are going to go over the most racist countries of 2024 so far.
Yes. Racism. Let's go.
Here at GasMaskGamers, we have an award for most racist country. No.
Not that we are promoting it. We're just pointing it out.
But it's important to look at because this is what, you know, Wales is so verklempt about being this anti-racist nation by 2030. But like, are they even on the scale? And the
No.
answer is no, not really. So here are the most
I'm gonna go out on a limb
racist
and say China.
countries thus far. Number 1. The award goes to
Go ahead.
Serbia. Where's my
Wait.
sound effect? Hold on.
What measurement are you doing this by?
Measurement.
What
So
It's not measurement, but-
so this is based off 2 different studies.
measure?
One is based on like the public's acceptance of other people and their culture generally.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one, what's the other one based off of? I'd have to look at it. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, the other one was on a poll of if you've encountered racism. So you kind of meld them together and you get somewhat of an idea. Not 100% accurate, obviously. But anyway, so we got Serbia, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Israel, Myanmar,
Ooh.
United Arab Emirates, Russia, El Salvador, Sri Lanka, and Japan.
So
Those
the
are the
Middle East.
Those are the top players right now, ladies and gentlemen.
The Middle East is racist, folks.
Well, actually, that's what you'd think, because most of this top list is Middle Eastern countries. But if you go like just by the numbers, Asia and Africa, as continents on a whole, are actually more racist than the Middle East. Like the Middle East,
None of that surprises me.
like the Middle
Oh
East has some
my.
of the most racist countries, but like as a whole, the continents of Africa and Asia are the most racist.
Like the amount of people that are racist.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah,
I
just
guess
by
I-
the numbers.
So the
None
black
of that
people are
information surprises
racist.
me.
And by the way, there is no Western country in the top 25 other than El Salvador.
Yeah, we're too busy being self-loathing about our own race.
So
I mean, that's
couldn't
kind of a
even
form of racism.
find Wales on the list. Like, I wasn't looking through all of that.
How many more
Yeah.
things do we have on the list?
I think
I said that
Asians
was
are
the
definitely-
last one.
I think
Ah.
Asians are definitely very racist.
So
Yes, they are.
So there you go. Serbia, most racist country. Africa and Asia, the most racist continents. I could actually check
I mean,
to
maybe
see
that's
which one
why
is
they hate each
more
other so
racist.
much.
Hold on.
Africans and Asians.
It's true. They do. Let's see which is more actually.
like-
I want to see.
There's
Uh,
like they're both so racist that they find each other like equally hating each other. Just like, there can only be one.
okay, Asia seems to be, especially just because of China alone, seems to be slightly more racist than Africa.
Only slightly.
But-
What about India?
Yeah.
India's racist.
India's pretty racist. Yeah, India is coasting at 64% of the people they interviewed witnessed racism. So yeah, they were pretty high up there.
Dang.
You'd be surprised with how
It's
racist
funny, though.
Japan is.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
they're
I'm not surprised at
number.
all.
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, I kind of respect their racism, though.
Yeah,
They kinda
Japan.
just-
Japan is number 11. So yeah, they
I
are.
kind of respect
That-
it, though. They're like, leave us alone. We want to be an island full of homogenized weirdos.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
like,
it.
okay.
I get it. I want them to stay homogenized for the most part.
Yeah.
They just don't have to be like assholes about it. That's all I'm saying.
They are
Fair.
extremely racist.
Because they tend to be very like isolationists, and so they're mean to other people and each other. And it's like, okay, you can have a homogenized nation
Oh,
without being so terrible to your own people.
Yeah, maybe they're still pissed about the nukes. I don't know.
But then again, well, that would be
gotta go
fair.
up there.
But I mean, then again, America is not homogenized at all, and we're still terrible to each other. So we're still
True.
terrible to our own people. So I
mean,
suppose Japan has a leg up on that, even if they are more
Yeah.
racist.
They're more collectively like unified, I guess, than us. But I mean, race relations in the U.S. is surprisingly like, well, it's not surprisingly low, but it's like super low comparatively to every other country, basically.
Well, yeah, it just feels like we're racist because we're the most diverse.
Yeah,
So we have the
pretty
most
much.
opportunity. We have more opportunities to be racist on a daily basis than a citizen
the
of any
country's
other
full
country.
of the same race.
Yeah, exactly. So Japan being homogenized, you kind of expect that
Right.
from a young age.
So-
You know, just by
Like, oh, nice.
existing, you're being bred to be racist towards black people.
I never seen a black person. Whoa,
I mean, have
so
you
big.
seen those videos where kids just get scared of black people all the time?
I have not. I need to see these videos.
Oh, they're
No,
really.
it's not
It
like a
seems-
shocked racist. It's like an actually aggressive racist is what Japan is a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen the video of Shaq doing monkey face.
But the kids like always react in fear because they're just not used to it. So it's not hard to see that they kind of grow up to be aggressive.
Yeah.
But I think it just goes hand in hand with their social isolationism, is that they're just not very friendly to begin with.
Right. Yeah. Kind of more environmentally conditioned to be more hostile. But
Right.
I mean, to a certain extent, you can have those tendencies, but you also have to have a rational mind that, understands that we're all equal, created in God's image and stuff like that. And so you have to figure out their actions and proclivities rather than just the race they are. It's much more important, but initial reactions,
Yeah.
it's understandable. But it's what you do with those reactions that kind of determine whether you're actually like really racist or just culturally different and
Yeah, because
have
I
reactions
mean,
like that.
it's just like the natural
Stuck, I'm dead.
natural human. Wow, good job. Like it's one of our defense
Maybe-
mechanisms to constantly be identifying everything
Yeah.
and recognizing it. And so we all have, like, literally every person on this earth, and they do not want to admit this, but we all have thoughts that by modern Western standards could be considered racist.
Right.
Because we're just,
We're supposed
it's
to
just-
survive that round,
it's just-
and you guys let me die. So
It's
we
just
have to leave and
pattern.
come back.
It's just pattern recognition. And so yeah, it's not about constantly, oh, we should have switched back to the other cars. It had better weapons for this DLC. But anyway, it's not about like not having those thoughts and always being worried about, oh, I can't be racist. I gotta always worry about being tolerant and inclusive in my language.
Yeah.
It's just about, how you react and not being a jerk all the time.
What you do with that?
Because most of the time that you try so hard not to be racist, you're going to catalog people even harder and on a more conscious level and just be infinitely more racist.
That is the liberals.
Is what
the liberals,
happens
folks.
to them every time.
The liberals are the racists.
I mean, that's what happened is they created a problem where there wasn't one. Like, you can look at the 90s, early 2000s.
Can't really do
Yeah,
have to
black
leave the area
people in
and come back. That's annoying.
every piece of art. Nobody was mentioning it or having a problem with it. And then they cried racism so loudly, trying to play the victim, that eventually it became a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I went flying.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're the
Pretty much.
problem, and you always have been. Bloody victimizers.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you almost
I-
missed there.
Yeah, I need to look up and find the that Shack advertising bananas.
Dude, that is just... How did that happen?
Every
Dude,
time
he-
we try to leave an area, Micah just so happens to be dying.
He just so happens to be saying something mildly racist.
Dude, you got fat stacks for that.
Yeah, it was
respect
probably
it.
worth it. It's probably worth it. I
Oh,
would.
yeah.
Like, I would do saltine cracker commercials so fast.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, give me that saltine money.
Or
Just,
whip
mm.
commercials.
Absolutely.
I'm the
Yes,
best
some
cracker
cool,
around.
cool whip commercials.
No, I meant an actual whip.
Oh, actual whips? No, probably not. Only
Bullwhip
Yeah,
commercials.
only fetishizers
totally do that.
use those now.
What? No, they don't use bullwhips. Oh my gosh.
They should.
Only if you want to slice each other open. Jeez.
Maybe they do. Maybe that's hot.
Like slice each other open deep. You use a freaking bullwhip. Oh my.
I'm gonna slice you open, pry you apart,
Legit.
stick it right in you.
Kangaroo hide.
Oh,
Bullwhips are
gonna
legitimately
crack you
dangerous.
open
Those-
like a coconut, baby.
You'd probably be pretty good at advertising that.
Thank you. I do it for money.
I don't know if it's
Money,
very
man.
prevalent to sell
Money,
bullwhips, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure bullwhips is a big industry. Could be wrong.
No, probably not. Probably not. But it
Uh,
could be.
Banana.
You know, it will be actually because of Rwanda.
Yeah, we'll sell them to the Rwandas. It'll be a
Yeah,
commercial just for Rwanda.
It'll be a commercial made for the British to the Rwandans.
Yeah.
We could get in on
Genuine
this.
English bullwhips. It's a cracking good time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bro. Is it cracking? Yeah. Where is this commercial at?
Whoops.
Oh
I thought you weren't supposed to die.
Dude, it hasn't even started. I don't even know why it's not working. I think we'll have to come back to this one.
Yeah, that's okay.
Probably.
Well, anyway, I think that's all the time we have for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Write to your local senators so that Title IX doesn't get changed, please. because that would just
Yes.
wreck society, and then we would have to start killing each other, and that's just a very uncomfortable business. You know? I just don't want to have to do that. I mean, I will, I'm willing, I'll get involved, they'll get angry, but I don't want to if I don't have to. It's a lot of trouble.
It's like floating
doing
along.
that, yeah.
It's a lot easier.
So if you made it this far, comment Rishi Sunak, the slaver.
Modern day slave trader.
I'm gonna come.
Dude, I cannot find this ad. Where is it? Is this it? Oh no, this is Papa John's. What the heck? Lame.
What?